against the Chinese Communist Party. You know, Chinese Communist Party ruled China for 75 years. They make a lot of troubles for Chinese people. Also, they make a lot of troubles for your country as well, for your peoples. They use cheap drugs to destroy your industry, destroy your manufacturing capability, destroy your supply chain. And your supply chain is under control by Chinese Communist Party. Further, they will take over your government, take over your society, undermining democracy and freedom. And in the future, they will take over your future. You know, a lot of the innocent people, normal people, Chinese people, was put into the concentrated camp, put into the prison. They work for government free. That's why made in China is cheap, because they never pay salary to the peoples. So they use slave labor, 1.4 billion people, slave labor. They use them, take advantage of the slave labor, destroy whole world manufacturing capability, industry, and they will undermining democracy and freedom. In the future, they will put your children, your grandchildren into the concentrated camp as well, because they are totalitarian and dictatorship regime. They never allow the people to get the freedom and democracy. Yeah, sorry, my voice is a little bit. This is second speech. I made the speech first 1 hour before. I lose my voice a little bit. Politics. Yeah, thank you.
Would it be the leader of China?
Yeah, I won't be the leader of China. You know, our party will make China more successful. Yeah. Yes, of course.
They have good economy, but they have bad human rights.
Yes. We.
So, if you were the leader of China right now,
Yeah.
from the day one, how can you make China from 0 to 100? How would you do it?
You know, China, we have the 5,000 non-stop civilization. China is successful have nothing to do with the Communist Party first. I have to answer your question first. China is successful. China is a good economy. China is a strong economy and strong finance. It's nothing to do with the Communist Party. China is the strongest, largest economy, strongest empire in this world for thousands of years. 1,000 years before the Tang Dynasty, they are largest economy, strongest empire in this world. 500 years before is the Mongol Empire. Mongol Empire occupied whole Euro-Asia continentals. So I first answer you. The Communist Party do not contribute to Chinese successful. Nothing to do that. Chinese Communist Party bring a lot of disaster for Chinese people. And I will answer your questions. When I become the leader of the China, I will firstly remove the information great wars, the firewalls. You know, in China, we are as 1.4 billion people was isolated by the government firewalls, great firewalls. They ban all the social media, no Google. Yes, so censorship, very strictly censorship. I will eliminate and remove all the information barriers. I will take away everything. I will make the Chinese people have the access whole world information. You know, Google was banned, TikTok is banned, Twitter is banned, X is banned, Instagram is banned, YouTube is banned. In China, we have nothing to access the whole information in this world. All the 1.4 billion people was isolated, and actually is intelligence arrested by Communist Party. Intelligence arrested by Communist Party. In China, no people can access Google. There's no Google, no YouTube, no BBC, no VOA, no ABS, no CNN, nothing. So they only have the Chinese Communist Party official media. They bring the people, brainwash people every day. They don't know what happened outside. They only say UK have the protest every day. UK have disaster. UK have chaos every day. They educate people that outside of China is a disaster, is hell. Everywhere is chaos. United States have the shooting every day. They educate people, they brainwash people for 20 years. When the people was born in the 6 years old, they go to the kindergarten, nurse, and until they graduate from university. 20 years, they brainwash the people from the 6 years old to 26 years old. So people become silly. They never know there is a democracy and freedom exist. They don't know what is a democracy, what is the freedom. So Chinese people is very smart people, very good peoples. They are deserve democracy and freedom. They deserve public speech. They deserve freedom of the public, freedom of speech. So my party is a Chinese Liberal Democracy Party. So my party wants and will bring democracy and freedom to Chinese people. That's our purpose. That's our purpose.
What about the Muslims being ethnically cleansed in Xinjiang? Do you know?
Yeah, I tell you that.
Ethnically cleansed, yeah, by the Chinese government, replacing with China.
Yes.
What would you expect to say to that? Do you agree with that? Do you not agree with that?
Yeah, I totally, absolutely not agree with that. You know, there is a 3 or 4 million young Muslim people was arrested and put into the concentration camp in Xinjiang in China. So they only arrest the young people. 18 years, 16 years, 30 years, maximum 30 years. Why? They put young people into the concentration camp. They force the young people work for government free. That's why the made in China products is cheap, because they never pay salary to the workers. The workers, they are made in jail, they're made in prison, made in concentrate camp. So that's why it's cheap, you know. And after that, I tell you more horribles. Because of the young people, they are more valuable on their organs. They test their blood and send the blood sample to the hospital to match with some people who need organ transplant. Okay, if you're lucky, you match with some people, they will send you to hospital. When you're alive, you remember, when you're alive, they open your body, take your kidney away, take your liver away, take your heart away, to sell your organ to the rich people. They pay 1 million, 2 million to buy your organs. They do the organ harvest, organ trade. That's very terrible. The Chinese Communist Party treat the Chinese people. Yes, very, very dangerous. Yeah, you can go, but don't stay. You can visit, but you know, it's very dangerous. If you're Muslim, you go to the China. You was followed by the undercover policeman 24 hours, 7 days.
They go on the passport.
Yes, all the Uyghur Muslims, they cannot have the passport. They even cannot have the passport. They only have the ID. Their ID was digital ID. They register with the system. They cannot go outside of the towns. They cannot go outside of the city. They cannot go even. They do not have the freedom of movement. They cannot. Yeah, Uyghur Muslim. They are Chinese people. They are Chinese Muslim.
They're saying there are some other.
They live over there thousands of years. They live in Xinjiang thousands of years. Their ancestors live in China for 2,000 years. Yeah, they are part of the China. They are not the immigration. Yeah, they are not. Hi, how are you? They are not immigration. They are local people. They live that land for thousands of years. In Xinjiang area, in China, in northwestern China, So in that area, that is Muslims' home. They live over there thousands of years. That is the Chinese government. They take over that region thousands of years before. They are normal Chinese citizens. They are citizens. Because of Chinese government, Chinese Communist Party, they do not allow freedom of religions. So they force them to change religion. They change the religions. That is very bad, you know. They put young people into the concentrate camp. They use their label, and then they use their organ. They sell their organ to the rich people. It's not only Chinese rich people. They sell organ to the Japanese people, to Singapore people, to United States people. Because if you want to change your liver, you want to do organ transplant, you can send a request to China. That organ harvest is a secret business of the Chinese policeman. Very bad, very bad.
But you are not doing anything about it.
You know, China is a police state. China is a police state. Everyone under monitor, everyone under surveillance. So we cannot do anything. I only can speak in UK. If I speak in China, I'll be arrested and my organ will be sold to other people. I will be killed. I will disappear. So very dangerous. If I do some things in China, I'll be killed. I'm very dangerous. Even in UK, I'm not safe. I'm not safe. Tell you that. Chinese Communist Party very powerful. Very powerful. They have the influence in your government. Your home office, even send some undercover policeman to harass me, to threaten me, to poison me, because I'm against the Communist Party. So you know your supply chain was controlled by Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, your supply chain is already under control of the Chinese Communist Party. It's very bad. It's very bad.
William wants to business in China. Business with China. William.
Yeah, you can do business with China, but most of the time, yeah, you know, a lot of the foreign investment, foreign company, international company, they invested money to China, and then they generate profit. If they want to take profit out, take away, Chinese government decide no, you cannot take the profit away. You must reinvestment. They will not allow your money go out. You can reinvestment in China, but if you want to take your money away, that's a trap. You know, that's a trap. They cheat. They scamming your money. Go over there and trap over there. You never take your money away.
What about American companies in China?
Yeah, they are trapped over there.
They take the money out.
No. Before I worked for American company, they invested $400 million to set up the big plant over there. They generate $100 million profit, and then they won't say, "I won't take money, go back to United States." Chinese government said, "No, you cannot take them away," but they do not refuse you directly. They have the under-table measure to give you a barrier. They do not take your money away. They have the currency exchange system. So they use that system to stop your money go out.
Say if China became the most powerful country, had the most largest economy, would you think they would start attacking countries like Taiwan? They would take Taiwan.
Yeah, Chinese Communist Party, Beijing government, they have the national policy. They will take over. They will invade Taiwan in 2027. So they will invade Taiwan before 2027. That's a national policy. Chinese Communist Party prepared Taiwan War for 75 years already. They are always preparing the war. This war is not only against Taiwan. Their war is against United States, American armies. Because you know that in United States, they have the Taiwan relationship laws. They have Taiwan relationship laws was approved and reaffirmed by United States American Congress 3 times. So when Chinese Beijing government invades Taiwan, United States will join in the war. So Chinese Communist Party, the Beijing government, they prepare the war against whole NATO group. Is not owning Taiwan. Taiwan is a small island. It's not big enough. It's not strong enough.
China Sea, around the Philippines and Vietnam, even some Japanese islands.
Yeah.
Some of the small islands around Japan.
Yes.
I don't think Trump will come to Taiwan's aid. Trump won't help Taiwan.
Trump will help Taiwan because there is 2 international groups compete each other. One is China, Russia, Iran, North Korea group. We call them New Axis.
Yes.
Another one is United States lead NATO group. They have 32 member states. So there's 2 groups fighting each other in the international stage. China and United States. New Axis with NATO. So when Beijing government invade Taiwan, that is an official announcement, war announcement declaration against United States group. It's not invade Taiwan only. That's against whole NATO group. That's against United States because the United States they have the Taiwan relationship laws. This law says anyone, especially Beijing government, they invade Taiwan. Trump, the United States government will provide fully protect and support, financial support and weapon support for Taiwan government.
I doubt Trump is because of his attitude to Ukraine. He's been terrible towards Ukraine. I hope there's a new government by the time China invades. I hope there's a new American.
I don't think there's a Trump promise. That is the whole United States Congress, Parliament promise. It's not only one person to make the promise. That's the United States government and United States people make a promise.
Problem is,
The promise.
Trump wants to be king. He wants to be king of America. He wants to be that one man ruler. He likes people like Xi Jinping and Putin. He admires them strongly.
I'll tell you that the true purpose. Yeah. Now Trump, he already realized the situation is changed. You know, there is 2 groups. I told you that United States lead NATO group and China lead New Axis group. They fight each other. So Trump is against China. Trump is against China. I tell you, true purpose of the Alaska meeting, Trump with Putin. That is a true purpose. Under table purpose is Trump want to persuade Russia stay away with China. Break China, Russia strategical partners. But now, you know, the Putin refused. Putin insisted to stay with China. So now, China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran, New Axis is officially formed. Now, China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea is enemy of the United States, UK, and Europe. So you know, now if Beijing government invade Taiwan, United States will join in the war, must join in the war. UK will join in the war. United States.
Americans have huge bases in Japan, Okinawa. They have big bases in Okinawa.
Yes. Japan will join in the war because why? Because that is not only Taiwan war. That's a World War III. Yeah, you know, in Ukraine, that's a World War III. Europe theaters. In the Middle East, Israel and Iran fully conflict. Israel fighting with the Hamas. Israel fighting with Hezbollah. Actually, it's Israel fighting with Iran. Lebanon, Hezbollah, Hamas, all the agents of the Irans. Yeah, they are all agents of the Irans. So in the Middle East, Israel and Iran, they are Middle East theaters. Next year, Taiwan War is the Asia Pacific theater of the World War III. Yeah, World War III already started from 2022. Ukraine War is the starting point of the World War III. That's the two groups. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. Fight with the United States. Iran. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. Fight with United States lead NATO group. NATO, including UK.
Let's just pray that it doesn't happen.
Yeah, that will happen. That will happen. Yeah.
Why are you so sure it will happen?
It's ongoing. It's a national policy. Chinese Beijing government, Chinese Communist Party, they make an announcement 2 years before. He said 2027.
They codified it into law that Taiwan will become part of China by, is it 2027?
Yes, 2027.
Either peacefully or by force.
Only by force. Only by force.
Why do you think they'll
I tell you that China is a centralized government. Chinese government's power is not coming from people. They do not do elections. There's no people choose their government. Chinese government's power is not coming from God. The most of the people, they do not believe God. Chinese government's power is only coming from force. Force. No one. Chinese government's power is coming from force. Armed force. Armed force is army. Let me finish. I finish. It's not one man. It's Communist Party. Communist Party decides our power is coming from God. So that's why, if they won't demonstrate, they are only centralized government. Taiwan government is the Republic of China. They are legal government between 1912 to 1949. So there is a two centralized government in China now. One is in Beijing, another one in Taipei. They only use the force, destroy previous one. Centralized government, legal government. Taiwan is the legal government of the whole China.
Beyond this law, which I understand that it's codified, it's a law. But beyond that, what is the actual strategic, logical reason why China is so dogged in acquiring Taiwan? Why?
Legitimate challenges.
Sorry?
Legitimate challenges.
Is it because
Legal challenges. Why? Taiwan is a small island. The economy is not important anymore. People is not important anymore. 25 million people compared with 1.4 billion people. It's small people, small island. It's only 50 square kilometers, not big island.
yeah, so why does
Nothing is important in Taiwan. But most important is because Taiwan government is Republic of China. It's not Republic of Taiwan.
I understand that.
Legal government, legal challenges, legitimate challenges. That is legitimate challenge. Taiwan is a previously legal government for whole China. For whole China.
Please,
They must finish the previous legal government.
please explain to me, because sorry. Well, the semiconductors is more of a deterrent than anything. But please.
Not important anymore. Not anymore.
Please.
They're making it themselves now. America
Yeah,
making it
yeah.
themselves.
Industry is not important anymore.
Well,
That's the thing, because
it is right this
that's all
minute,
Taiwan
maybe
have.
not in 10 years.
Because I used to live in Taiwan.
Yeah, you used to live in Taiwan. Yeah.
I think that's all they have. They have nothing else. They import their gas, they import their oil, they import their meat. And in India, everything is impossible because there's not a lot of land. There's no land.
Yeah.
People are land. Yeah.
Do you know the Chinese Beijing government? Chinese economy is becoming the largest economy in this world. They don't care about economy anymore. Yeah, if they take Taiwan semiconductor, it's good, but it's not critical. It's not important anymore.
Yeah, but please explain to me, why is it so important that China has Taiwan if Taiwan is so irrelevant? Why does China want
I tell you that Taiwan government's name is Republic of China. Do you know what means Republic of China?
I do. So it's an ego.
If I'm a president of China, I must finish the Republic of China because I'm only, in China was centralized government for thousands of years. They do not allow any another separately centralized government. You cannot have your name in the Republic of China, especially you are legal government before me. You cannot be before me, in China. That is a big problem for the legitimate challenges.
Ideologically, so what you're talking about is an authoritarian government, Everything's very cut and dry. So, is that what you like yourself? Do you see that as a good model for the world, for the earth? Or do you think the whole world should be authoritarian?
My party is the Chinese Liberal Democracy Party. I'm not support. Yeah, I'm against the Chinese Communist Party.
You're against the Chinese party.
Yes, I have my parties. I want to change my government. I want to change Chinese. Yeah, this is Chinese Liberal Democracy Party. I'm not. Yeah.
I'm Taiwanese.
Oh, you're Taiwanese. I stay with you together. Yeah.
When I was 7 years old, we had air raids. I lived on American Tin Mu. So we had air drills where we had to, like a fire alarm. You have to go out and pretend because Taiwan's always been under threat.
It's still doing the same now.
Yeah, you
Doing the same now.
Yeah, I mean, they're very used to it. They're very used to it.
Sorry. Message. I lose my voice, but I tell you that I'm against the Communist Party. I want to change my government. I want to bring democracy and freedom to the Chinese people.
So this is very idealistic, yeah? It seems that China has such a strong will to own Taiwan. As a Taiwanese person, my greatest hope is that China becomes more democratic and then Taiwan will join. But I don't think it would be good for Taiwan to join right now. Because here's the problem that you can use as an argument. With a top-down authoritarian government, where the power is concentrated in a few, at the single point of failure, it's too dangerous for the world. You need democracy and power distributed. Yeah, more distributed, more localized if possible, smaller power units. This big centralized party is too dangerous. It's too dangerous. If the center of it gets very, very corrupt, or the leaders get a little bit senile or crazy, then we're talking about 1 billion people that are going to suffer.
I tell you that, my friend, I tell you, Taiwan will be sacrificed. Taiwan people should prepare your wars. There is no peaceful negotiation between Beijing and Taiwan because Taiwan is a small island. And the Chinese government, Beijing government is not allow Taiwan become independent. It's not allowed. And they will use your land, your people, demonstrate their power. They will destroy your army, destroy your island to demonstrate we are powerful. We can managing this world. That's their purpose. You should be sacrificed. You should be prepared the wars. There is no peaceful negotiation with Taiwan. You will be the sacrificed, That's very terrible. But you should understand, United States will help you. Europe will help you, like Ukraine wars. As the first 2 or 3 months were very terrible. But after that, you'll be, I believe you will win. There's no Communist Party, most of the Communist Party, 97% of, 93% of the Chinese people, they are not member of the Communist Party. Only 100 million people is a member of the Communist Party, account for 7% of the Chinese whole population. But majority of Chinese people, they don't like Chinese Communist Party. They don't like. They have to follow because they are powerful. They have the gun. They have the artillery. They have the arm. We don't allow to have the gun. We have no firearms, nothing. They have the 100 million members. They have the 2 million standing army. They have the second strongest army, the armed force in this world. So we have to get help outside of China, like United States, like UK. Taiwan should be the first war against the Communist Party. But don't be worried about that. Chinese Communist Party, their army is very corruptions. They don't have any experience against the Western country.
Well, what China doesn't realize is Taiwan's incredibly powerful because it's a hybrid between the East and the West. Because it's more innovative. Because Chinese schooling, they learn by rote. It's not as creative. Yeah. There is one thing that China has right now that's a huge advantage as far as creativity. China has no copyright. That means all hardware is open source, which is great because that means innovation happens very quick because anybody can use the patents because the Chinese government owns it. Anybody can open a company.
Yeah.
That's a real advantage. That's similar to the American creativity that comes from democracy, diversity, and freedom. But Taiwan's a hybrid nation. Also, Taiwan has a very, very intelligent population because when the people that fled to Taiwan, they were all the university students, the journalists, the writers, the smart people. That was scared of the Chinese people. So it's the reverse of the Russian brain drain. Lots of smart people went to Taiwan, and they work hard. They have the Chinese work ethic. So they have both. They have the Chinese work ethic and the Western freedom.
Yeah,
That's
you're
why
right.
they succeeded so quick. But China should learn that they're going to kill the golden goose. Yeah, because if China wants to kill Taiwan because Taiwan is punching above its weight or its size, they got to realize if they take Taiwan, they're going to kill that. They're going to turn Taiwan authoritarian. You have an authoritarian government that kills innovation. However, China will probably be okay with innovation because of the copyright laws. Because it's good because what it does is anybody can start a business and they can use anybody else's hardware design without the intellectual property.
Yeah, you're right.
And so that's why it moves so fast.
So, I tell you that Taiwan Semiconductor, this is a very famous company.
Yeah.
The United States tried to save this company. They relocate the intelligence people and the production capability from Taiwan to Arizona. That's a good, yes, Arizona. Yeah, American Arizona. They try to save your intelligence people because they know the Taiwan war definitely will happen.
Yeah.
So you have to move your assets, your people, your intelligence people. Maybe money doesn't matter. The most important thing is your intelligent people, smart people.
Yeah.
Let's use the most valuable assets.
Yeah.
So move your peoples out.
Taiwanese people are real smart.
But Chinese Beijing government will use Taiwan as a demonstrate their power, their armed force. They will destroy Taiwan. That's demonstrate they have the power to take control whole world. It's demonstrate they are powerful to their allies, North Korea, Russia, and another side. They demonstrate their power to their enemy, United States, Japan. So that's why Taiwan war will happen. No peaceful negotiation, no peaceful solutions, nothing happens.
The people in Taiwan, are they Chinese speakers?
Yeah, same. You 可以讲中文是吗
No.
You cannot speak Chinese. Okay, yeah. Most of the Chinese people we can understand each
I
other.
live in Taiwan only 2 years, 7 years old to 9 years old.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's yeah.
English,
Okay.
you know, I watch. I'm very scared, you know.
In the past, was Taiwan part of China? In the past.
Taiwan government is a legal government for whole China for a long time. They rule China from 1912 to 1949.
Yeah.
There's no part of China. Taiwan government is legal government for whole China. It's not part of China. Taiwan, just because of the Nanjing government, they lose a civil war. They flee to the Taiwan.
Yeah.
It's like Hong Kong.
No, Hong Kong is a colony. Taiwan is actually they are legal government for whole China. They still claim mainland China now. Their constitution, Taiwan constitution, they claim mainland China. They said mainland China is a part of the Taiwan government. So that's why Beijing government. They said Beijing is a part of